Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, 15th of May 2019. So, starting off with the Dow, there's not really much happening in the pound at the moment, so I'm just going to focus on the markets where there is some activity. We see yesterday the market finding support and coming back through the 200 bar moving average, which I spoke about yesterday. Very powerful level and one known to all of the trading community, which is why it's very important to have the 200 bar moving average on the price chart. And you see prices reversing on low volume, of course, and bringing the market back to the upside here. So before moving on, I want to have a look at the background of this market and see what's going on. We've got the downtrend intact here. Is the market going to continue higher? Well, let's just click on the top first and down to yesterday's low. And this is where the market could hit a bit of a problem if it continues to move to the upside as prices appear to be at the moment. And the reason for this, if we just go to here, you'll see, as again I mentioned yesterday, that futures jump as Trump comments spark new hope for trade deal. And this is again something I mentioned in yesterday's alerts. All it takes is a tweet from Trump and the market is turned around and starts moving back to the upside. We'll see how long this remains, but no surprise to anybody who's been following the Market Alert for the last 10 years, because this is the gameplay. And even in the intraday, you can see that once the market broke through the 200 bar moving average on the early hours of Tuesday morning, you can see there that they continued to remain above the 200 bar moving average, and then we kicked off with some buying, and then we got above the DP, and it's a one-way bet on the upside, and you see prices continue all the way up, and the range from this low to this high is just over 300 points in this market. And then we get a bit of profit taking, 76% retracement, 76% retracement, and then giving back some of the gains, probably some cautionary profit taking there by some of the pros thinking how long will this last on the upside. But at the moment we've still got prices above the 200 bar moving average, continuing to move higher on the overnight. Just have a look, see where the DP level is. We're already above the DP level, which is here, and the 200 bar, so bullish unless this changes otherwise. So yeah, news today. What have we got that would actually move the markets? Nothing. Even though we've got high impact news items here, as I've said before, what's more important now is a tweet from the president on the China trade talks. That's the only thing that's moving the markets at the moment. And how far down the line, I read the article that I've just shown you, and they were talking about the next 4 weeks with an outcome expected in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So here we go again. There's probably no deal at all, but he's using this as a way of levitating the markets at this time. Implied volatility dropped as well from 18+% down to 15.98, which you'd expect. Sorry, 89, not 98. And yeah, I would expect this to pull back a bit. As long as it doesn't retrace 50% of this move, then there will be more on the downside. So we'll see how this pans out as well. We can eyeball it. It's going to be around this level. So a break below here would see this reverting back to normal and the upside continuing. And then Bitcoin, we've got the volatility we want. As I've said the last few days, it's all starting to look very nice. Indeed, we've got that sort of big bars that we've been waiting for a long time. And again, you can see here winning trade after winning trade as well. The one here is not valid because this one's already in progress. So yeah, and again, also above the 200 bar moving average. Again, note here how the market comes back to the 200 bar moving average. It's gone sideways a bit, but when you look at the daily chart, we've got such a big move in this market that we could expect some sort of profit taking. And again, it's got to happen at some point. There's got to be some sort of a pullback. So from here up to here, to pull back this far, I would be surprised, given that the market is now certainly in a bull market. And when you look at the weekly chart, you can see how prices have broken out as well. When you look at I'll just drag the chart over a bit. There we go. When you look at the trend there, you can see that it's certainly broken out to the upside there. And there's the all-time high as well. Watch the market. If we get back to this level as well, then it'll really explode to the upside. So yeah, certainly some buying around, but the market in need of a breather. But who knows with this market, once it starts to get going, and it will continue to do so. That's how this one works. So 83.39 is the high that needs to be taken out, but you could do with seeing some profit taking off these levels. What I would be inclined to do is to look at the 76% retracement in this way. I've just clicked twice on the low of this bar just to see if prices hold at the 7798 level. It's a buying bar, and if I've noticed in the past as well, if the market comes back 3/4 of the range of the bar, then prices will move low, as you see in this area here, where it did and then found support. So again, a good there you can see the prices coming back to around the 3/4 area. I'll just make this a bit larger and zoom in and show you. So if we take this bar here, click twice on the low, you'll see the market sit at 76% of that one as well. So that's what we're looking for on the high here. So 3/4 of the range of that bar. See if the market sits on that. If it breaks it, then what I would do is just go from this low to this high here, which is not letting me do it because I don't think I'm quite at the top of the chart. Let's just try that again. So from this low to this high, there you go. So that would be my next profit taking target there. It's going back to here is a long way back. So that's how I would play the retracements and trying to see where it would find support to start off with. Okay, that will do for this one. So nothing happening in the pound. The Dow trying to move back, no major news to move it. As I say, you're better off being on Twitter and seeing what Trump's got to say at the moment. So the market is completely ignoring any economic data that's being released, apart from wanting to obviously get interest rates down. But again, that came from Trump in the first place. So yeah, the Trumpometer is the place to be at the moment as far as news is concerned, as far as the Dow is, and Bitcoin moving nicely. Just needs a bit of a breather to get a pullback for the market to be able to move higher once more. Okay, that will do it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.